Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to the vlog. My name is Victor and this is basically my story as a young farmer. So, catching up from the last episode, some things that happened. We got the income from the BGA with the bales, which meant our income was up to about 184,000. Now you're probably thinking, where is the extra 50k coming? Well, what I didn't realise is, there was actually I won't call it a grant, it's not a grant, lifesaver. So my grandparents have saved up money for me and for my sister. So 50 grand. Heck of a lot of money, I will admit. I couldn't believe it. I nearly fell over when that came in. So yeah, we're up to 234,499. Now we are mucking out. I forgot to do that. We are mucking out. That's better. We are mucking out this morning, as per normal. So I'm just going to run through this farm very quickly. A lot of the other workers do the feeding and sorting the straw out. Very jumpy this morning, and our main job is just mucking out pretty much. I'll explain all about the conversation in a second. One change of the farm at the moment is we've got a new digger, mainly for the manure. That's mainly what it's used for. So it's up here, it's huge. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I walked in here and I said to Dale, "What on earth?" And he goes, "Yep." So yeah, nice hiachi. Mainly just because how much manure we're getting off the cows. It's just so much easier. So that's 10-15,000 litre bucket, I do believe. Might even be more. I can't exactly 100% remember, but it just makes everything so much more easier. Just means that organising and sorting that out. So yeah, interesting conversation. So when I sat down and had a chat with Dale, and there's a saying in life that the older you get, the wiser you get. And then the other saying, of course, is you learn from other people's mistakes. Yeah. So actually, I said that halfway through. So talking about wisdom, a wise person learns from mistakes, an even wiser person learns from someone else's mistakes. Anyway, enough for the life stories today. Getting back to what I was explaining. They all knew, and what about mean? He knew. He had a quick look at what Dan was at the BGA, and he knew how many bells I had. He had an inkling that I'd be able to afford that bottom yard. He's the one that suggested it to me, and the reason is he knew the old owners, so he knew the people who used to own it, and so with them used to owning it, he sort of knew the price, etc, etc. So he knew that I could afford it. So there's been a few little changes. So most of Autumnwood Farm is now been put up for sale. And I say most. So the 3 fields that we plant, 3 or 4 fields that the 3 or 4 fields that we planted back in the autumn, we've still got, and they probably will be sold, I'm guessing, towards the end of, ignore the graphics, I'm not driving through cows, they will be sold roughly. I thought there was a thing there. I don't actually know if this bucket will fit. Just about. Let's put the bucket so I can see this bit there. Right. So there's not much left over at the other place to pick up. That'll do for the minute. We can probably get a small skid steer or something in there eventually. So all that's left over Altonwood Farm to pick up is the bale trailer and some bales. That may be me or another worker at some point to get that done and situated. So we'll just see what exactly happens with that. But yeah, so the plan for the year, I said, so in a minute I'm going to pay the 45,000 for I'm going to pay the 45,000 in a minute for that land. Now, so once that's 45,000 is paid, that'll go out. I've also done a swap trade deal. So the case tractor that was down at the other yard that I'm about to go pick up in a minute with the bale trailer. Me and Dale have talked, and what am I doing? Okay. Me and Dale have talked, and we've come to the agreement that I've traded my Land Rover and my trailer for the case tractor. So the case tractor was more useful to us, so we've got the case tractor. We've traded that in for the Landy and the trailer. Now while I'm here, what I'll show you is, so we've sold pretty much this field here. I think it's the field at the back, most of the grass fields, and then these two fields here. And then Dale has got... Good, the gate's open. That's shut. Yeah, that's all good. Right. Let's jump in here. So yeah, so this is now our tractor. I asked him actually about the hours, so the 100 hours on here at the moment isn't realistic. They had a problem with the computer, so it's done a whole load more hours than that, but it's been well looked after and well serviced. So, which is good. So let me go. Beacons on. Pick this up. We're not sure what we're going to do about these back bales. We may leave them here with the farm. Dale's still got to thrash them details out. Back in. So I'm going to come straight out here. I'm going to turn stuck. Yeah, so we traded in the Land Rover for this. at least it means that... Okay, what's happening? Got it in it, so it should get there and then get stuck. So if I can work some magic here. Like there's an invisible trigger it gets hit. Right, let's jump on out to have a look, see what it's got caught on. I don't actually know. Not much is the answer. Okay. Invisible trigger. Got it in the end. Right. Where am I going? Spin this right round. So yeah, it's fully serviced, fully looked after. So this case, how this came about on this farm, because I asked the backstory behind the case, and it was a matter of an outfall forward enough. It was a matter. It was one of Dale's old workers. So, similar position to me, so young chap who worked with Dale and then eventually moved on to his own system, not system. So yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, it was a chap who moved on and bought his own farm, and then he had this. So done quite a bit of hours on it, and was like, well, I need to upgrade. So he offered it to Dale and went, do you want it as your grass tractor? And that's what it was mainly used for, was grass and grass work, because of having the front P-tail on it. But I think he is inquiring at the moment down at the dealership for another grass tractor. And that's the thing, now he's got that yard and how big it is, it's sort of an investment opportunity. So he's got about myself and 4 other workers on the farm, which is good because he can sort of relax a little bit more, as it were. Still be very hands-on, very hands-on. I'm getting a lot of frame drops on the vlog at the moment, so with my recording on the GoPro, I'm getting a lot of frame drops through, which is unusual. Very unusual. So yeah, reminds me, driving past here, the yard, I don't think has a house on it, so we still will be living here with our parents, which is not bad. I just got to work out what I'm going to do, if I'm going to bring a tractor home every night and where I'm going to park it, etc, etc. So that's something we've got to look at. So right, what I'm going to do is get this put in the yard, and then, right, stop here for a second, so it's quite quiet. So we'll stop here, we'll go and get this put in the yard, and I'll bring you back very soon. So, as you can see, we've just spent £40,500 on the second-hand mowers. So, let me just back up into here. So, sorry, let me just do this a minute and I'll explain everything. That's still not right. Yep, that came up then. That one. And then the front one's there. Front. Lift that. So it is 20 to 7 in the evening. Did a bit of tidying in the yard, got the yard sorted out, and then went on the internet as you do. And did a little bit of research, and then found these two mowers. Now, the mowers I wanted was similar to what Dale's got, and that is that the mowers have a windrow effect on them, so it basically puts them into swaths. It just means there's less equipment to use. You may still need a tedder if you're going to do hay. Let's carry on down. So yeah, right, it's left here. I've got the beacons and it's left. Yeah. So 93. So we go down the back of here. So eventually we might end up buying or working out what. Right, that went really well. I did not mean to do that at all. So I got to check what. Hang on, no, I don't want to go to the road. So I'm still trying to remember where this entrance is into the yard. It's up here, isn't it? So this is field 117 with that at the bottom. So I probably leave, because that's what I'm thinking. Instead of doing arable, we do now shed wise. Is that wide enough to get? That's what my question is. Is that wide enough? It's tight. Yeah, you can do, but I wouldn't want to. Yeah. Yeah, nah, forget that. That was just an experiment. So that, we own this. So I think that shed will be going. So height wise, let me just jump out a minute and have a little inspection. Yeah, the problem having the mowers is trying to find a shed big enough to store them. Right, let me just turn. It's very tight up and around here. Right, let me just lower those. No, that's the front one's lowered. I'm going to switch over. Okay. I didn't want to do that. No, wrong button. Okay. So it can't be lowered unless they're unfolded. Right. Will they go underneath? Or not is the question. Yes, they do. Okay. That's brilliant news. I was slightly worried they wouldn't go underneath. So what we want to do is detach that, drop that, jump in and spin this around. We have got yard lights, which is good. So yeah, the mowers are done. So what I've now got to do, because at the moment all we own is the yard, so I'm going to do a bit of walking around in a minute. I need to lower that down. Right, lower that. Oh yeah, I thought I'd lower it. That one I wanted. Right, let's turn the engine off that. I know it's coming in the dark. Right, let me put the torch on. So, I'm going to be inquiring about this field here. Let me go and put the drone up quickly. So, the lighting isn't great at this time of night. But yeah, we own... Well, we don't own. So we've got the potential of this field because it comes into our yard. Potential of this field because the entrance at the bottom here, and we get the manure pit. Manure. And then coming up the top here, another little grass field. So, and then you got this one at the back that I don't think has a rear. No. So then this one at the back. Coming down the top here, what does this go to? This goes to the road. Okay. So potentially I could put a... Yep. Just planning my future. Then what we got on here, this is a huge. Comes around the back of the houses. Okay. And then it leads into another huge grass field at the top here. Okay. Is there an entrance? Yes, there is there. Okay. So what I'm thinking is... So, right. 5-10 year plan. Pretty much. So, this field... Go up a little bit higher. So, this grass field... This arable field... This long grass field... This grass field... This grass field... This big arable field... I think we said this one here as well. And then... There's no entrance that I can see to this one. Oh, there is. Yep, there you go. This one here as a cell yard. Probably 20-year plan. So I'd in 20 years have enough money that I can buy those 4 houses and rent them out and have a regular profit coming out of them. And then, so that's that. See if that's not a bad house. Okay, there's your house. Buy this woodland. I would have a guess. And then put some gates in. So possibly a gate down the bottom there. A couple of gates there. But I think temporarily, not temporarily, progress, I probably will put some gates in place. And then I got a silage pit there, which is good. because it means I can buy a windrower instead of a baler, because they're probably cheaper. Let me come down a little bit. So we have got a silo, which is brilliant. This front yard here, I'm thinking about getting rid of. This one here, because this shed is useless. Or getting a structural engineering and talking about changing the front of it. See if I can redesign it. If I can't, then replace it. And then just generally tidy up the yard in general, really. And yeah, you have got a way in off the main road as well. This over the back. So yeah, there are potential to change this quite a bit and make it my own. But I think the main shed I'm thinking about doing is sort of this one here. So yeah, right, it's now nearly 20 to 8 in the evening and I want some food. So yeah. So we're back up at the farmyard. It is the next day. Grass is now ready to cut. So what I've done, as you see, right, we're down to 98,700. And the reason is because if I head up here, we've just bought, and I can't find the entrance. We've just bought this grass bit here, so 98, and the grass is ready to harvest. But because I want to keep my finances, what I'm now going to do is go on here, and this is on my tablet. This is one of the PDAs you get, and then if I go on here, this is field leasing. So it is field 101 and 117. So 101. If I can find it. 101, lease that. So, yes. So that is 93 a day. And then 117. Lease. So that's leased 187. So that's what I decided to do. So now we own all of this. We are going to change quite a bit. We are going to put some, I'm planning to put some gates in as well. So right, now what my next job is all ready. So we're going to, I've had a chat with Dale. So I've got up here till about lunchtime-ish. I've already been down the yard, mucked out the cows, checked on the sheep. So, and this other thing I was going to show you is this. So this hand tool here, we can monitor the field statuses. Because we're going to do silage, I know we got the wet icon, so I think it should be okay. The only other item I want to pick up, as I said before, is a windrower. So right, I'm going to put the drone up and get this put onto a time lapse.
By leaving behind what's breaking our hearts, I said, hey, yeah, 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 follow the spark. Ain't nothing but a one way. We won't regret this. Let's kiss the past goodbye. I'm longing to live this free life I've been hearing about. You will see us howling like wolves in the night. 'Cause nothing is stronger than wanting what you might get. I said, hey, yeah, 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 call it a start. By leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey, yeah, 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 follow the spark. Ain't nothing but a one way. as long as we're together. Home can be a million different things. I said, hey, call it a start by leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey, follow the spark. Ain't nothing but a one way. Call it a start by leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey, follow the spark. Ain't nothing but a one way. Ain't nothing but a one way. We don't belong here. I want more out of life. The longer we stay here, our boots get stuck in the mud.
So I just re-rigged myself back up here. Yeah. Mowers are up. So let's just throw the mowers down. Right. That's all on. Yeah, that looks about right. Right, and then as we come down the bottom here, no, not yet. Lift the front up there, and then we can lift the back up about there. Right, done. So what I then want to do is scroll across, pull up my GPS menu, go on here. Before I do that, I want to check something. 117. 117. So if we do that, so the 101 go on here. Right. I don't know if it's going to work what I'm trying to do. 117. It's there, and then I want to go 101. Yeah, it did, right. Got it. It's 117. Yeah, so that's fine. Right, I then want lines off, GPS off, fold the fronts up, fold the backs up. Where we are, 12:15. Right, and so I think that will do for the vlog. There you go, get the backs folded up. So where's the exit? Down the bottom here, isn't it? So the plan now is for me, I'm going to head up to Dale, see what jobs there are, because he said come up about 12. Said I've already been up this morning, done some mucking out, so I'll see what jobs Dale has got for me, and depending what happens, be one of the next vlog, be one or two things. It'll be me back down here, well, be me up this afternoon up at Dale doing some jobs. If it's not vlog worthy, then I'll leave it off, and then come back down here possibly tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can borrow the fast baler off of Dale. We might sort of have a not a deal, but a right, give me a thing. So he might say to me, right, go and mow XYZ. So it could be a selection of fields, or he said, or he's already got his fields mowed. So we'll just wait and see just wait and see what we'll just wait and see what he has planned and what he has lined up and what's in store. And I seriously can't drive and talk at the moment again. Let's get this line back up in here. Drop them about there. Here. Great. I hate it when it does this. I don't normally get this message coming up at lowering it. Retouch everything back. Do that. Unfold. It does this every now and again. Right, let's hope now it decides it wants to actually play. Got it. Any problem with that mod? Right. What I'm probably gonna do is where am I? Just working out what I'm trying to do. Turn that off, jump out, and again I'm up against the wall. That's useful. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Engine off, jump out, that's better. Right, so that's good. We got a few of the fields completed and done, which is always a good thing. So yeah, what I'm going to do is head up Dale and just see what he's got for me this afternoon. So I really hope you enjoyed the vlog, guys. Always remember to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more notifications and more video uploads from me, Vulcan Gaming. I'll see everyone on the flip side.